of Best Week Ever podcast. I am your host, Van. And remember, guys, to check us out on YouTube, Patreon, and Instagram. I'm super excited because I have Kendrick from I Cannot Podcast. You guys know him, you love him. Kendrick, how are you today?
I'm amazing. Thank you for having me, Van. It's good to be back. It's been a minute.
I feel like I got you on a good week.
Yes, I'm back. I had that like 1 week vacation, like post vacation lag. So I'm like fully back in it now, fully back in it. I'm like 24/7. Like, let's go, let's go. It was
But
good.
I'm
It's
also
good.
appreciative that you were able to give us content while you were away on vacation. Because I know you said that you
Thank
weren't,
you.
but you hopped in and you did your due diligence
Well, I
as a
mean,
podcaster.
I would have loved for the pop culture world to just like leave me alone for a while, but people
Yeah.
just kept acting up. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, let me hop on the mic. Let me hop on the mic. My fault. It was my fault. I can't blame anyone else. I did it.
Well, I'm super excited to have you on. And guys, please check out I Cannot Podcast. You are going to have so much fun just talking about like reality TV. You guys talked about Euphoria, which I really appreciate because not a lot of people are watching it. And I am one of the people that is still hanging on.
Oh my God, it's on my list. I won't tell you where, but I have to tell because I'm enjoying it too. But that doesn't necessarily mean where you think it is. So that's gonna be a good. That's gonna be us.
Well, I'm excited to have you on. And as always, guys, we start off the show with our worst week ever topics. Worst week ever, honorable mention. Who's on your list this week?
Ooh, okay, okay. I'm kicking it off. My worst week ever honorable mention. So remind me, do you tap into like the Love Islands and Love Island UK and like that kind of stuff?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So then I know you're familiar with this person. Listen, there are certain people who I do not allow slander about. I love them. I love everything they've given, the looks, the hosting, everything. Like Maya Jama, no one can ever say anything bad to me about Maya Jama. I love Maya Jama. And one of
Body
those
tea.
body T, face card, never decline, everything, everything. One of the other people, because there's a couple over in the UK, one of the other people is unfortunately having one of the worst, well, maybe one of the worst couple of months, I'm not sure, but India. India is going through a lot right now, and her and Dami were one of our couples that we were hanging on to. Like they were going strong. That was a good looking couple. We loved us some India and Dami, but India, made headlines a while back now where it was revealed that, her and Dami broke up. We're all like, oh God, don't tell me this. What happened? I hate this for me. I hate this a lot. What's going on? And then we found out that the rumors were that India allegedly cheated, and we were like, you know what? I'm gonna still stand beside her, okay? Dami, what did you do to make her cheat? Like we were all like, we were like, no, what happened? But now this week, more details have been coming out because not only did India is she no longer hosting, like, she's not doing the After Sun with Maya Jama anymore because she was a co-host on that for a while. She's not doing the podcast with Amy. So like all that has been like announced like in one fell swoop, but also Dami's first interview post breakup dropped this week too. Actually dropped the morning of like when we're recording this. And I literally woke up like brushed the dirt out of my eyes, and I was like, "Oh no, is this really what I'm waking up to right now?" And he was revealing details like, "Yeah, they're asking like, when did you find out?" And he's saying, well, she didn't come home after being like out late with the girls one day, and so we're thinking like, "Oh, okay, well, she must like came in like really late, 4 or 5 in the morning, something like that." He said she didn't come home until that next afternoon. I was like, "Oof." Oh no. Oh boy. So I'm like, listen, I've been riding as hard as I could, India. I might have to let you ride this one by yourself. I'm sorry. Look, I tried to hold on, but listen, choices were made. I might have to stand back on this one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And it looks like the podcast production or whoever network she was working for really felt the same way. This is so bad.
Oh, yeah, I had it simple because I love listening to the podcast. I'd have to like, over here we got to kind of listen delayed because they would do it like quickly after like episodes and stuff. But we get UK episodes well out there, man. What is it? The Morning After. That's what it's called. The podcast, The Morning After. Then she does After Sun with Maya Jama. So yeah, both of them. Like she announced that. Maya was in the comments like, "Oh my god, you guys are rock stars" and all like that. I'm like, okay, well, I hope this is really just like them wanting to go on about their business, but something tells me it's not. And oh, I really hate that. I really hate that.
Who do you think is gonna fill in for her for the podcast? Because, Love Island is on its way in. Springtime is almost over, summer is heading in. We are all waiting for Love Island. I'm super excited for Love Island UK. I had so much fun
Yes,
last season watching. The Sammy
such a good
downfall
season.
is kinda crazy right now too.
Woo, woo, like her and listen, I don't know if like Tyreek is just like really good at
No.
manifestation, but he listen, he got his girl, and I mean he got her fast too. She came out the villa. She's like, you know what, Kieran, never mind. Never mind. I've gotten my title. I'm good on you. Let me go over here. And they you listen, it's good when you go on jet skis with somebody. I'm like, oh no, they posting jet ski pictures. I don't know what to do now.
I know,
No.
it's kinda salacious, I'm here for it.
Right, a lot of the Love Island stuff is salacious now. Why is USA the most normal cast right now? Because normally they're doing everything they can to fight to stay in the headlines, and I'm like, we got to calm down a little bit. There's a lot going on over there across the pond.
Yeah, across the pond, I don't know, they do things over there so differently that I admire it a little bit more.
Right, 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 right. Same. No, I'm same boat as you. Yes. Hey.
Well, my worst week ever honorable mention is actually an update because I remember literally a year ago putting this on my honorable mention or runner up or worst week ever winner, but it is David, that singer artist that got charged first degree murder.
Yes.
I don't know if you heard about this. He's pleading not guilty and other charges in connection with the death of Celeste Rivas, who was barely 15 before she was found in the trunk of a Tesla that was registered to David. David went before a judge just hours before being charged first degree murder with special circumstances, including lying in wait, committing the crime for financial gain, and murdering a witness to an investigation. I highly recommend, I'll put this on the show notes, but once again, Tracy E. Morrissey, my favorite journalist reporter, she did a really great outline of the timeline of David because he was performing on stage, opening for SZA, just like collabing
Oof.
with Callie, like he was thick of like stardom, fandom. Like he could have been in Coachella if this would not have happened. But yeah,
Truly.
funeral sets, bloody costume, morbid songs. This was just all part of his act, which is kind of creepy now to read back and watch because, he did commit this crime. You can't tell me that he didn't. It's just like all there. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had help. I don't think he did this alone. Allegedly, my opinion. I
God.
highly recommend reading this article. It's really great. And also just knowing how he met Celeste in like a chat room. She was barely 12 years old when they like connected with each other. And obviously, yeah, it's really disturbing, and the last evidence of Celeste alive was a photo taken of January 2nd, 2025. It wasn't posted at the time, but it was later found in Burke's camera by a private investigator hired by the owner of the home he had been leasing when Celeste's body was discovered. I'm sure we will find out more about this, but yeah, April 20th, Burke was charged with first degree murder, lavish acts with a minor under 14, and mutilation of a body. Career spent romanticizing violence, playing both killer and victim, building an entire brand around death, and now he may be staring down the least romantic version of it imaginable. Just
Ooh.
really really, really dark, and that's why it's on my honorable mentions right now. Have you heard about this case?
Yeah, I keep up with like all things true crime related. I'm always there. This is like I think he just turned 21 too. So like he had so much time ahead of him and just like stupid decision after stupid decision after it's always like that pivotal moment I feel that we see like on the rise artists. They always either make a complete left turn or they like skyrocket off to like where they should be. And man, I hate that like so many young rappers, especially, always choose to go like that left path, where it just leads like directly to a, do not pass go to jail, go directly to jail, do not get out. They always take that card, and this is nothing about this is positive. Like this is such a sad case. God,
Very sad, and, like, I hope nothing but the best for the family of Celeste, and I hope they get to mourn in peace.
goodness.
Who's your worst week ever runner-up this week?
The runner up is gonna be, and I know we're all like talked out about it, but also I can never whack them enough. West and Amanda over on Summer House. Gotta be them because now West had decided to open his mouth, and we never encourage people like him to do that, but he certainly did. He opened his mouth and he had a couple things to say, such as, oh, the worst things ever are happening to us. Amanda's number was leaked and people are sending her death threats. And, instead of doing that to her, just send all the negativity my way. Challenge accepted. But saying all kinds of things like that. And then Amanda, if I'm not mistaken, I think it just came out that she's completely deleted her Instagram account. And so it always feels very theatrical with those two because we always get like something else breaking, and then it's always like, no, 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 wait, you guys are supposed to be feeling sorry for me, not anyone else. Me, I'm the victim in this situation. And so we just obviously got that big, reveal this past weekend of them at the baseball game, sitting down, kissing, all the kind of stuff on the big Skytron, the Jumbotron. And now Wes pops up on this podcast with his long sleeves and sitting with his hand just kissing me really sad and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, who cares? Get away. And to top it all off, now Andy Cohen has come out and said that you have to watch this newest Summer House because it is like you can't write this stuff. And I'm like, oh, no, what now? Like, good, give Carl a break. They say Carl's a mess. Leave Carl alone. He's going through too much right now. Leave him alone.
And we're
Ugh.
recording on a Tuesday, so we're actually gonna see this tonight and talk about it tomorrow. I'm super excited to hear you, Raven, Zell, like, just Bravo, we're Black, just get all together, Bonnet Fest 2.0.
Yeah,
Please let me know your thoughts because I love how you guys have just been so brutally honest about the situation. And guys, I don't know if you've picked up on this, but the fact that Amanda blocked Kaya and Aaron's platform, Bravo We're Black, Bravo While Black, that was like, ring the alarms. Like, I was like,
truly,
they really are not giving a fuck, and the disrespect is now not just beyond Sierra, it's beyond, like, us viewers too.
truly. Like it's I don't you have to think at certain points it's like you've got to be playing in my face, right? Like you have to be playing in my face because certain things like everything that keeps happening and unfolding. And I hate to like give Kyle any smoke in this situation, but he is becoming a nuisance too in this because he keeps trying to come in and like it feels like he knows that like he's been the bad guy for so long that now he's attempting to like come in and like white knight the situation. It's like, Kyle, read the room, get out of my face. We're not focused on you right now, okay? You should just enjoy the reprieve of not being the bad guy in this situation. So just go on and like let us focus on Amanda and West, and you just enjoy being out of the headlines for a while. But of course, he's over there kissing Megan King. I don't know what's happening over on Bravo. I really don't. I don't know
The
what's
best
going
thing
on.
to do is to just, like, shut up and let KJ do all the work because
Yeah.
KJ sleuthing online has been the best of this.
Oh
And
my
also,
God.
speaking of Amanda and West, I have West as my worst week ever winner because just the
There you go.
deflection of that conversation. One, I hate Sophie Cunningham. Do not like that
Yeah.
racist
As we
bigot.
all
So,
should. Yep.
already pissed off to start off with that I have to listen to these 2 talk.
Hmm.
2, I'm pretty sure Andy's pissed that he's revealing this on his podcast instead of the reunion,
Yep.
which I feel like the castmates, Lindsay Hubbard has been really honest about, like, she's not gonna, like, go out and talk to the public until this reunion is over.
A true
So much
professional.
disrespect. But the deflection of just like, Amanda got named this name and blah, 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 just once again, it reminds me of the earlier episode from the season where he was like, I got a lot of messages about being called a racist. And it's like, Sierra's right there, truly the one who got the burnt of the stick the most. And
Right.
you are over here whimpering and whining, like, get out of here. Don't piss me off.
Don't piss me off. Exactly. I feel like I have to say, you have to remind them of that a lot because they don't care. They don't care. They're just doing it anyway. Ugh. You know what? Oh, no, you bring up a great point because it's crazy that he would even think to like get on his platform and address this, knowing that you're in a situation now where like Sierra's kind of on the cusp of like true breakout stardom, like serious, like, and when I say that, I mean like obviously she's a star, but like true breakout stardom to where like the world is at her fingertips right now because she's someone we all want to root for. She's got the talent, like, I mean, she's a COVID fighting nurse for God's sake, a Victoria's Secret COVID fighting nurse. Like, you don't make a personality better than that. So it's crazy that he would still like choose to try to get out there and like potentially wreck his relationship with Bravo just to garner sympathy for Amanda. Like, boy, choices are being made, and all right, make them, make
I
them.
know. Well, guys, we'll be obviously talking about this in the mini episode after the episode this week airs. So, my worst week ever runner up, because I already announced my worst week ever winner, Wes Wilson.
Yep.
My worst week ever runner up is actually Chris Brown and Usher, who are
Oh,
going
okay.
on a tour together, a new joint tour. And amid the controversy, because, Chris Brown and Usher are newly announced, tour has been swift, and despite both parties retaining solid big fan bases, largely negative, several social media users have voiced sharp criticism over the artist's past associations and controversies in light of their tour news. On platforms such as Threads and Instagram, several users have said the singer's decision to tour together raised questions about accountability in the music industry. They pointed in particular to Brown's long history of legal issues and allegations, as well as Usher's recent comments about Sean Diddy Combs. Are you going to go to this concert, Kendrick? Because I'm
Wait,
not.
I'm not going. No, I kind of because for one, I feel like those tickets people kind of try it a lot, and like I don't believe in paying like Beyonce prices for anybody other than Beyonce. And I feel like it's gonna be a lot of gooping going on. But then number two, I don't know. I feel like this is a safe space to say this, so I'm gonna say it. I'm not interested in going. I like multiple people, like I've had cousins, friends, and everyone reaching out saying, like, oh my God, what city are we going to? And I'm like, I'm gonna just not respond because I kind of don't want to go. I got other plans. Sorry. I like I don't I'm not interested. But wait a minute, what did Usher do you I don't know if it's in your notes, but like what did Usher recently say about Diddy?
Did you not hear about this?
No.
This was like, I want to say a month ago, where he kind of sided with P. Diddy and said that you need to be respectful about the legacy that he held out for the R&B community. And
Well,
yeah, was basically, I'm gonna side with P. Diddy no matter what. And it's like, Usher, we all know you're a victim. You don't have to do this. It's really upsetting.
that's crazy. Like I don't know. That's I oh boy. Like that threw me for a loop. But no, I'm good on sitting them out. That's so funny. You made them your runner up because I had a coworker today that literally came to my desk asking for like she's like I think we're going to Atlanta. It's gonna be a Mercedes Benz. Like where should we go? Like asking the questions, and I'm literally like giving her advice. I'm like, well, if you're gonna go to Mercedes Benz, like you want to stay in that area because otherwise it's gonna be a night. Like, I'm giving like a whole advice and stuff. And I'm like doing all of that thinking like I'm not going to the concert, so I like nothing. I don't know. And you know what? Actually seen Chris Brown in concert before. He gives an amazing show, but I don't know. I think not in this era of Kendrick. I'm not
In a
interested.
time where we really need to see where our money is going, I don't wanna put my money towards someone who's going to use that to continuously hurt women and the people in the
Yeah.
music industry.
Yeah. Yeah. And I fully anybody like making those decisions to say like I have no interest in supporting and stuff like that. I know a lot of people get like FOMO around stuff like this. I think it's listen. I mean, Cardi B just wrapped up a huge tour. There are going to be a lot of. I mean, look, we're on the cusp. I think any day now of getting Act Three from Beyonce. So there are going to be some major tours. You will be okay to miss one. I promise you. You don't have to. You don't have to give in. You don't have to go if you don't want to. It's okay. Just tell the family no, not interested in traveling with y'all. I'm gonna sit this one out. I'm gonna sit it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
truly. Who's your worst week ever winner this week?
Okay. Now this is what I was interested in talking about because I'm okay. So I gave it to Euphoria because I'm like you. I literally, I do a HBO episode like that. I kind of love doing those HBO episodes where I get to talk just like scripted TV. Like I've touched on like Night of the Seven Kingdoms, week to week covered Industry, week to week covered The Pit. So like I love me some HBO shows. I was looking really forward to like covering Euphoria week to week too. But what is the online reaction around it has been so like I don't know. It's been confusing to me because the ratings and the online like criticism are not matching up. That's what's really crazy because they're saying like the ratings like for premiere night were insane, like great numbers. Like I mean, it's Zendaya, Jacob Elordi, like it's gonna be good numbers. So it's great numbers, like people are watching, but now it seems like people like truly hate watching it, and I'm two handed with it because on one hand I absolutely get it. You might not, anything like when a time jump is involved. I understand, like it's not like what it used. It's been a long time since we've gotten season two, so now season three might just feel like a complete like jump the shark moment. I understand all of that, but if your criticism is around like Sam Levinson in particular, 100%. Stand by your ground. He's kind of a weirdo. He's gross. He should not be allowed to write female characters. We should put the man in jail if he tries to again. Like he does. It does feel like a lot of times that he takes a lot of liberties to like live out his own fantasies on camera, which I think we need to protect anybody on set with him because when you recognize that kind of stuff, it's really gross that you're like, oh, no, I don't want that person. Especially like Zendaya didn't want to take the picture with him on the red carpet, and it seems like that set is kind of imploding. So I do fully recognize there's a lot going on Euphoria, but if we're talking about actual like episodic content, I'm not hating the season. Like I'm kind of into it. Like episode one was weird, and you had to kind of like adjust to like this new world. You had to adjust to like Nate and Cassie being like this engaged couple, then Daya being a drug mule. Sorry if I'm ruining this for anybody, but it's two episodes. Catch up. Uh, but like you got to be into like Maddie being basically like an OnlyFans manager. Like you got to kind of like really fully give into the concept. And when you do that after episode one, I really enjoyed episode two because number one, I feel like I've been privy to a lot of these kinds of conversations that have happened. I do think it's weird that Sam Levinson has kept it exclusively to women almost. He's like they're the only people that choose to be OnlyFans stars or choose to go this route or choose it feels very like women's only means of income is through sex work, whether it's like running the club or doing the OnlyFans management or doing OnlyFans content or like whatever it is, or being the what is a sugar baby like Jules. It's all like revolving around sex. So I mean, I get that criticism for sure. So there's a lot to be said about any Sam Levinson project. I feel, but if we're just talking about like actually watching it for like what it is, which is gross. But if we're talking about just like watching it for what it is, I'm not hating the season. I mean, like it's not something each week I'm like, oh, this is the worst crap in the world. I'm not watching anymore. I tune in every Sunday, so maybe I'm the problem. I don't know.
I've been tuning into I literally just saw episode 2 that came out
Hmm.
on Sunday, and I don't really doubt that people are watching. I do really think that it's a stellar cast. And
Mhm.
obviously, there's a lot of nudity that is up to par of what you said about Sam Levinson. He really objectifies women in a way that is disrespectful. There's also on HBO, they have the behind the scenes, like if you stick around at the end of the credits. Sam Levinson just really gives me Polly G vibes from The Comeback. Do you watch
Mm.
that show?
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah,
Just like super gross, has a history of just being so problematic, and is only on there because he's a nepotism. Like, he has family that has worked in the business, so he has a leg up of to having this sort of job, and it all goes back to I had it as my best week ever mini episode this week. Petra Collins is really having
mm,
a great week because he stole her idea and tried to make it his. And now we see it in season 3. It's not giving the same vibes that season 1 and 2 gave us. We're in a completely different story.
mhm.
And I don't know how you felt about episode 2, but I'm not loving Zendaya's character where I once had a sliver knowing where she was going. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? And now I feel utterly lost of who she is this season. Do you get that?
it's like he's really like kind of been flushing out a lot of the other characters and kind of neglected Rue. And that's the thing. It's like obviously Rue is like driving the story forward, but it's like one of the things that was most compelling about the character was that we knew there was going to be times where she was completely sober, she was fighting it, she was, on this like very like powerful love journey with Jules, and but then we had like the big negatives, like she's going to sobriety meetings, she's being called out because they know for a fact she's not sober, and she's like kicking in doors at her house and saying she misses her father. Like there was such emotional moments, and I don't doubt that we'll get this later on in the season, but right now it does feel like the protagonist has kind of been, I don't even, you could, and you know what, depending on who you are, you can probably view her as a protagonist or an anti-hero or an anti, whatever you view Rue as. But I think right now, I think all three, whatever lens you're looking at, I don't know if any of us necessarily know if this is the same Rue we've been watching for the past two seasons, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of with Nate too. Nate is an interesting one too, because like I feel like Nate was kind of fueled by such rage in the past, and obviously people like calm down. Like men in high school, especially, always trying to impress other guys, and just filled with such like, especially in the sports world, filled with such just like testosterone and rage and all this stuff. So maybe it is natural that he's like just calmed down because he's having to lead his dad's business and all this stuff. But I don't know, the rage just like leaving Nate too was kind of odd as well. I don't know. It's interesting character development, I guess.
I think we're going to see his story because the way that we keep getting those scenes of him working in that construction yard and they pan out there. I don't know, Nate always gave me serial killer vibes. So we'll see. I like literally that can be the storyline because it's out for a loop right now with Sam Levinson and how he took this whole entire show.
Yep.
Petra Collins, girl, call me. I want to know the Etsy witch that you called to bring out this karma.
We love a good Etsy witch, okay? We love a good Etsy witch.
We
I'm
are
in.
now going to move on to our best week ever topics. I'll go first for our best week ever honorable mention, and that is to Zara Larson. Honestly, I've been a fan since 2017. She started off as electronic dance music, and she was my go to playlist to put on when I was doing my workouts or riding my bike near the beach. But the 28-year-old singer Zara Larson could be called a veteran pop star because she's earned it being on the scene for 10 years. But she just gives me MTV vibes. The song with
Ooh.
Pink Panthers really makes me want to have like a countdown or a spring break show back on for me to like have that music in the background to listen to. And also, I have to give it to Olivia Rodrigo performing with Addison Rae at Coachella. You guys know how much I love these babies. They are like my daughters. And the duo sang headphones on together before giving Rodrigo's new song, Drop Dead, which right now I am loving. Me and my daughter have been replaying it over and over again. So I'm super excited for this new album. But you guys know I love my girl Addison, and I'm just so proud seeing them both in Coachella. I know if they've been pictured together before, but I'm still holding out for that collaboration song. I know I put it in my bingo card 2 years ago, but it can still happen, guys.
Love that. I love it. You know what? She's kind of a musical blind spot for me, but I actually love musical blind spots because then, like, especially like I'll go to the gym later tonight. I love like you say electro. I love like the girlies that give us like the upbeat electronic like so I think maybe I'll jam out to her on the treadmill when because I always start off on my treadmill. I gotta do a little incline walk. So I'll start off with her. I like that. And you mentioned
Zara
Addison Rae.
Larson. Yeah,
Yes,
no,
yes.
you gotta put the next time you're on your incline, you're at the gym, please put
Mhm.
Zara Larson. I feel
I
like you
got you.
will obviously love her.
Cause you know what? I feel like I was late to the Kim Petras train too. Cause like I started like I feel like I didn't get into like Kim Petras until I like started like really going to New York regularly like I do now. And like at nighttime in the bars and stuff like that, Kim Petras comes on. I'm just like, you know what? This is a vibe right here. I like it. So Kim Petras is all in my workout mixes and stuff now. So I'm gonna try to incorporate Zara Larson. But shout out to Kaya of Bravo We're Black because she's the one like I think she sometimes like will make me listen to people because she knows I'm like no stop it I don't want to hear that right now. She's like no go listen to the song and she's made me listen to some Addison Rae songs and every time I listen I'm like damn it that's a banger damn it okay maybe I'm on the train now. So
It's an
I like that
earworm.
pick. I love it okay love
Who's
that.
your, best week ever honorable mention this week?
Okay fine. So I feel like I've told this story like a million times now to like anybody that will listen, like at work and everything. I literally my Saturday, I love when obviously, you know, like it's about to be summertime, you know, it's good in the spring, but it's still that season where like you don't know what the weather's gonna do. And so I love when I get a good rainy Saturday when I can just sit in, especially because you know, I took that extended vacation. I'm behind on so many shows, and there's certain like shows coming out all the time. So I was like, oh my God, it's a rainy Saturday. I get to just sit in. Like I'll go to the gym, get some food, all that, but I'm gonna come back and I'm just gonna couch ride and I'm gonna pick a show that I want to watch. And I'm gonna watch it. And my honorable mention, oh my God, Beef season 2 on Netflix is so good. It's like I didn't know how they were gonna do it because like I mean obviously they have the cast to like make an incredible show, but I was like, no, season 1 was so good. Can they really like do another amazing season of the show? And they did another amazing season of this show. I'm like, I cannot recommend it to people enough. If you haven't watched, you can just go and watch season 2 because they do an entirely different cast each time. So you don't have to like you know, remember what happened season 1, yada yada yada. You can go and watch season 1, then watch season 2, or if you just want to watch season 2 because it's out and you want to join the conversation, go watch season 2. It's 8 episodes. Season 1 is season 10. I cannot recommend it enough. I think that is one of those shows is just like not even a sleeper hit because like it was all like nominated for everything when it was out, but it's one of those shows that's just like when it's out, it's like, oh, I want to give this my entire attention and just like live in this world because it can be so intense sometimes, it can be just so funny, so everything. So if y'all have not watched it, go watch Beef season 2 right now. Love it.
I'm excited for this because I love Chris Melton. I know that he's in it.
Yes. Yes,
He's a
yes, yes,
beautiful, beautiful
yes.
man. And I
Yes, he
love
is.
how this series is taking like the White Lotus approach where each season is a whole different cast. I feel like we need
Mhm.
to see that a little bit more.
I love that. I love that format. It's my favorite. Absolutely.
And we get to have like stars like Steven Yeun and Ali Wong. They were in season 1 Beef. The season 1 Beef I loved a lot just because it was just so relatable to what was going on in society. So it's
Yep.
like so you would see that anywhere, right?
Mhm.
I wanna know without spilling any, you know, spoilers,
Mhm.
what is a premise of season 2? Because, of course, it has to deal with a beef with a stranger, right? Pretty much?
Yes. Yeah, so season, and I promise I'm not ruining anything for y'all because it literally all this like happens with like the first like 5 or 10 minutes. It like literally sets up the season. But Oscar Isaac's character is like the GM of like this country club, and his wife works there as well. And so there's this younger couple, so it's like almost like couple beef. So like the younger couple works there as well, but they're kind of like figuring life out. They're engaged, and they're just trying to like find their place in the world essentially. And after a good fundraiser, they have to like go and return. He left his phone there. And so when they left the phone, they stumble upon this like big argument that the couple is having. So they just looking at it, they thought the altercation was about to get physical, so they started recording it. And so now you've got this younger couple who works for these people essentially with this like damning evidence about this argument. And it's, everyone surrounding both of these couples is like these rich, affluent, people, they go to a country club, obviously. So they're all rich and affluent, and that kind of sets up a lot of different triggering events throughout the season because you watch early and you're like, oh, this person kind of won, and then you're like, oh no, they got the heads up now. So it's always like dynamic shifts throughout the season that cause other things, just like season one, the other things that like cause the beef to intensify, and it's good. It's a good season.
I can't wait. I love a show that gives a lot of twists and turns, and this is the sort of show that does that.
Yep, really good. And such great acting too. I cannot stress that enough because I mean, where else are you gonna get like Oscar Isaac, Carey Mulligan, Charles Melton? I always forget the younger actress's name, but she's in a lot of like random stuff too, and she's really good. But whole cast, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
I can't wait. My best week ever, um, runner up is The Strokes that ended a Coachella set with video condemning US actions in Iran and Gaza. You guys know how much I love The
E.
Strokes. They were the band that I used to sneak out and go to New York City and watch them live. The last time I saw them was in 2007. I'm pretty sure it was in Central Park, but they are one of my favorite rock bands. And I heard you talking about this with Raven, where
Mhm.
I think we're going to be walking into a new era of music and it's going to be rock all over again. Kind of like it was in the early 2000s. We're going to have like the Hives, the Vines. We're going to have the Strokes.
Mhm.
We're going to have so many, like we heard Charlie XCX in a new British Vogue interview where she said that the dance floor is dead. The new era is rock. Her new album is going to be all rock. We know Beyonce
Mm.
has rock as her third album. All alleged. We don't really know, but
Right,
that
we don't
is
know, but
the signs are there. The way that she hangs out with Jack White, I've been a White Stripes fan for a long time, so I feel like he's having a sort of resurgence comeback. Olivia Rodrigo, she really does highlight rock music.
Mhm.
And yeah, I really do think that the Strokes coming back to Coachella on the second set, condemning the US with actions in Iran and Gaza, basically putting a spotlight on the CIA and just how America really does destroy leftist leaders and try to make it very right wing. And I highly recommend for everyone to check out this set. The band closed with Oblivious, a song from 2016, and they haven't performed that song since. The screen behind them displayed a video montage accusing the CIA of overthrowing various foreign regimes throughout the past few decades, including Mohammad Mossadegh of Iran and Patrice Lumbamba of the Congo, and more. The montage ended with some footage of U.S. attacks on Iran and Israeli attacks on Gaza, particularly pointing out the universities that have been destroyed. The Strokes didn't include the montage in their first weekend, but the night of, Julian Casablanca did ask the crowd, "You guys excited about the draft?" Oh, wait, no, not the NFL draft. Yeah, I mean, Casablanca, he's been a little controversial on Twitter and, of course, with the little girls that he dates. I mean, it's such a
Mm.
rock and roller, I guess. But in
Right.
other recent Stroke news, they have a new album coming out in June called Reality Awaits, which they announced earlier this month with the lead single Going Shopping. But, you know,
Hey.
rock really does in history shows me what we should be fighting for. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Rage Against the
I'm just
Machine. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
exactly. The Sex Pistols is one that I can think of back in, like, the '70s, Joan Jett, like, just so much rock music historically has proven us that, yeah, that's why I love pop culture, but that is why it's on my best week ever runner-up. Who's on your best week ever runner-up this week?
My best first of all, I love that too, and I think it's smart that they waited till, like, the second weekend to do it. Because if you would've done it the first, then they would've been like, "Oh, you can't have you back, we don't get," yeah, all the so they knew how to, like, submerge not subvert Big Brother and still get their point across, so kudos on them. My runner-up for best week ever is gonna be Cardi B for finishing out this tour, making history. I mean, dollar after dollar, and she fought against so much criticism when it was announced that she was pregnant last year because they're like, "Oh, you're stupid. You should not be doing this. You just announced this big world tour, and now you got the nerve to be pregnant, and now you got the nerve to be divorcing your husband and all like that, and you're with this cheater now and all." Like, she was getting it from every angle. And Beyonce always says the best way to shut somebody up is to just do. And Cardi did. Okay, Cardi got out there, she went through, I mean, creating viral moments left and right, put on amazing show after show after show. People have been saying like nothing but positivity about the concerts. All cities have been hidden. Oh, like weirdo like things have been happening, to cause the shows to, get canceled out of nowhere. Like none of it's really been like a seamless process the entire time. And I think that all the people who were really loud about like critiquing her need to be just as loud as applauding her for putting on. I think they said the most successful female rap tour in history potentially. So go Cardi. Go Cardi. No hater in
She
me. I love me some Cardi.
she really is such a great example of showing her haters that she can prove you wrong. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
We see it with Nicki Minaj, we see it with Stefan Diggs and Offset, like, you're so right about how much pushback she got for just being a human being and having relationships that are really none of our business, but she does air
Right.
out some of that, especially Offset. But just proving people that she can go beyond that. I know one of my favorite podcasters really just, like, kinda drags on her, the Reed Crystal, and it
Yes.
makes me so upset because 'cause I'm such a Cardi B fan, like,
That was one
supporting
of the ones that needs to
yeah,
like come because that I think that one I don't think they were expecting that clip to go viral like it did, but
it
Crystal
did.
was woo, she was kind of like it was kind of got to the point where it was like, okay, this is unnecessary now because like I mean, she's a woman. You're like, why are we like putting her down like this when she had, I don't know, it got like bad. So I think she needs to come out and like say something.
It was very upsetting, and to also find out that Cardi B is Zohran Mondani's favorite when it comes to verses.
Uh-huh.
I'm so glad that he answered it correctly. He was just like,
Yeah.
Cardi B."
He knows. He knows. He always knows. There we go.
And I do love her new album, and yeah, Cardi, she just has, like, good luck aura. She knows she's that girl. I love
Yeah,
her.
absolutely. Tens, tens. I'm here for it. Who's your best week ever? I'm
Well,
curious.
my best week ever winner, guys, is Sandra Bullock for signing up on Instagram and also promoting her new movie with Nicole Kidman, which is coming out this fall. She
Ooh.
joined Instagram and is already teasing her famous friends. I'm loving how she's leaving comments on her friends' posts. She started with Channing Tatum, who co starred with her in The Lost City. A fan referenced his 2024 GQ interview when he revealed that he bought a year's worth of shirts to avoid doing laundry, and Bullock commented, "Of course you did," with a winking emoji. She also left a comment beneath video of Jennifer Aniston doing Jason Bateman's hair. She said, "Me next, mama, going for a witchy look." The witch reference is most likely related to Bullock's upcoming appearance in Practical Magic 2. She will be starring alongside Nicole Kidman, who also contacted on Instagram. She left a comment on a video of the pair hugging, which was captioned, "The witches are back. Owen sisters' first day on set. We're so back," Bullock added.
Hmm.
And I just love my Sandy girl. She is my America's sweetheart, my rom-com queen. Yeah, I am so ready for this comeback that she's having. I know after Practical Magic 2, I wanna see her on more stuff, like, if
Yeah.
Julia Roberts can do it, why can't my Sandy girl do it?
And I feel like she's one that we like always will welcome with open arms. So like she's always unproblematic. She always gives us a hilarious like something, whether it's a little something over here, a movie over here. Like she always gives us something. You know what my favorite, and this is such a random one to pick, but you know what my favorite movie of hers is that I always come back to no matter what. Like it's like my big one of my biggest comfort movies.
Oh, there's
It's
so many.
so
I
many.
wanna
Like
know.
when I was younger, it used to be Miss Congeniality, but when I got older, like literally probably once a month at least, I watched The Heat with her and Melissa McCarthy. That movie is so unnecessarily funny to me that I can never watch that movie enough, and so they can never say a bad thing about Sandy to me, never.
Her comedic timing, and I love her voice. I had a reformer Pilates instructor. She would have 6:30 AM classes,
Mm.
and I loved them because she had Sandra Bullock's voice to it was amazing because, like, I would just close my eyes and pretend that Sandra Bullock was the one teaching my class. I know it's creepy, but guys, I'm a huge Sandra Bullock fan. But, like, Hope Floats and The Net is probably one of my 2 favorites. The Net is like a thriller where she's, like,
Nice.
this coding queen, and Hope Floats is obviously a rom-com where she was, like, this hometown queen pageant that went to the big city and came back, brokenhearted and having to start all over. She's, like, one of my all-time favorite actresses.
So good. She's just so good. Like I don't. I feel like she's one of those ones that like we just don't play about. Like you can't say nothing bad about Sandy. Nothing
Yeah.
bad about Sandy. We don't allow it ever.
Who's your best week ever winner this week in pop culture?
Okay. Mine, bringing it back to Bravo, surprise, surprise. Mine is gonna be Sunday nights on Bravo. Sunday nights right
Yes.
now, like I look forward to the 2 hour stick because like my Sunday night, I don't know if yours looks like this, but I immediately sit down for Atlanta first, the Atlanta Housewives, who are having like this feels like a renaissance season. Like it is so banger after banger episode, like so good. This cast is so good. I go from Atlanta to Rhode Island, then I go over to HBO for Euphoria. So like I have a whole like 3 hour block of TV to fight away the Sunday scaries, and I am not mad about it. I let me tell you, K Michelle and Pinky Cole have been the best additions to this show. They are so good. K Michelle is such a seasoned veteran of reality TV that she knows how to do a hilarious confessional. She knows how to give you her real life. All about like I'm such a fan of both of these two joining this show because Pinky's giving us real life too. We're seeing this whole bankruptcy play out on camera. And I know we all like people joke a lot about like, rich people filing for bankruptcy, but in her case, I think it's really like I really commend her showing her audience that this is something you can do to get back on your feet as a business person because there have been so many people doing it for so long. So like why
So
not
many.
use the tools available to exactly. Love both of those journeys, love watching them. Rhode Island feels like like it feels like lightning almost feels like we're getting Salt Lake City all over again. Like you just get like these people thrown out there, but somehow this community is so small and so tight and so knit that like they don't care whose secrets they blurt out. They don't care who knows they've got three boyfriends over here, a husband down there. They got a secret girlfriend around the corner. Like they don't care about anything. They're like, nope, tell it all. We don't care. And man, I just love I think we need to, if we're gonna start doing new like franchises, we need to lean into those small little pockets of America. Let's do that. Like let's lean into like stop. We don't need any more big cities. Like I'm sorry, no offense to anybody because we all love our big cities. We don't need the Real Housewives of Nashville. We don't need Las Vegas. We don't need Chicago. Take me to like the Real Housewives of like Atoka, like somewhere we are not going on vacation, some just like little community where we find some rich people, throw them out there, and just like see what happens. Because the formula with these smaller towns is proven to be real. So my Sunday nights on Bravo are a 10 out of 10 right now. 10
I
out
am
of 10.
loving Sundays. Real Housewives of Atlanta, I am loving Pinky and Dr. K. I love how
Mhm.
they're sorority sisters. It was revealed this past episode that they already knew each other and already have sat down and talked about. I love their relationship. It's so needed
Yes.
right now, especially since like Shamia and Portia are on the outs and it's not
Mhm.
really looking good in the future of them actually having some sort of resolution.
Yes.
Pinky's story really needs to be told because you are so right. There are rich freaking white people who file for bankruptcy all the fucking time.
All
Our
the time.
president, I'm pretty sure his father has done it and he himself has done it himself. And nobody talks or condemns or reprimands them, but like because she is a black woman and she is one of the first succeeding $100 million business is really huge. And when she says that sort of business does attract a lot of lawsuits, I was not surprised
Yeah.
for her to give us a rundown of all the lawsuits. I'm like, yeah, I can 100% believe that because you came up with this business and you kind of handed over for it for equity. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't
Right.
really get better after that.
Right.
But I am also loving Rhode Island, because what's in the water? What's in the
The
water?
water.
Because
Chain
you
finder.
mean to tell me these people are swinging with the crackers and the piece of bread?
I love it. So I can't get enough of the accents. I can't get enough of anything happening on this show. I love it.
Who's
Love
your
it.
favorite girl right now? Because I can't get enough of Alicia.
I was about to say, I feel like we all are like having like Alicia fever right now. I love Alicia. I love Liz too, because I feel like Liz has all of them like shaking in their boots. And so I kind of love that energy that she has, and it makes sense that they're the closest on there. So like, I think those are my girls right there. I like them, and I'm starting to. I didn't know how I felt about Joe Ellen at first, but I think I'm starting to come around to Joe Ellen a lot more because that sit down in episode 3 where her and her husband they were like, "No, let's talk about this right now. You tried to get me fired. Let's talk about it on camera." And I was like, "You know what? Respect, okay? Let's have this conversation."
That's
Love
so
it.
true with the respect for her to throw down like that and her husband having her back, and she, like, legit said, like, "I will fuck you for this."
Right.
And
Exactly.
Liz, she scares me too, and she is one of my favorites because the way she ended was it episode 2 where she's like, "These women think I'm scary, but what they don't know is that they don't know the capabilities of their own strengths when it comes to craziness."
Yes.
And that's what I'm here for. I really do believe these women will show it to us.
Oh yeah. I don't know how many episodes we're getting this season. It's the first season, so my assumption is somewhere between like 10 and 12. But I need all of them. Like I need all the episodes. I need this to get picked up for like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more seasons. Like I'm into it. I am into it. Love it. It's like you get like a mix of like Jersey, Boston, like you get everything, and you get like all of that in a small community. Like that's the best right there. The best.
I love it, and you guys, please tune in because the way that Miami was told we were told as viewers that they were taken away from us because of no ratings, even though a few months back, Andy said that ratings really don't exist anymore. I don't know what it is, but
Right.
we really need to put as much, like, content, like, repost or whatever for everyone to check out this show because I feel like it's kinda happening with Southern Hospitality too.
Yeah.
It was told that they're getting low ratings, and I'm like, "No, we need to get them back. Get
I
them
feel
back."
bad because I haven't been on that train, but like everyone around me says, like you've got to start watching. So what I said was I was going to wait until season 3, like wrapped up, and then I was finally going to go on the journey and just crank out and watch 1 through 3 because I know it's my kind of show. I know I'll love it when I sit down and watch it. It's one of those shows that I kind of watch via social media because like everyone posts the clips, everyone, so I like know all the characters and everything. So I feel like I watch week to week, but I need to like go on the journey and like fully dive in. So I'll do that. I'll do that.
Yes. We are now at the end of my show where we get to ask my guest what their favorite song is from the early 2000s. Kendrick, the last time you were on, you had Mariah Carey. This
Yes.
week, I'm super excited because she is having one of the best years ever. and it is Brandy, Full Moon.
Yes.
The song
Yes.
was released in 2002. Please tell me, where were you when you first heard the song and what makes it your favorite at that time?
My God. For some reason, when it comes to music, I have such strong, like, childhood, adolescent, like literally through the years, memories associated with Brandy in particular. I remember having a Never Say Never cassette tape that I would put into my like,
Yes!
yes, I would put it into the stereo, listen to it, crank it up. Like I would let that thing play. I loved every song on that album. Oh my, it was so good. Like I was into it all. So between that and then like going on and like following her through music with Full Moon, Aphrodisiac, I just feel like she kind of like there was a movie about my life like that would be like the underscore kind of like you just transition like the stage with like a different Brandy era because like all of them have spoken to me. And Full Moon, I feel like you kind of just had to be there like when that song dropped because it was just like everybody was singing and it was like at the top of 106 in Park, which is another memory people forget about sometimes. Between that, the video countdowns and the radio, radio was still big and impactful at that point. The radio countdowns, the physical media, going to the CD stores, the record stores, album stores, and getting the actual CDs to have so you can play them all day and all night. All of that is just Brandy does not miss for me. That's my girl. That's my
And she
girl.
still doesn't miss. I mean, the
Hmm.
tour with her and Monica has been so successful. She's
Yep.
gotten a Hollywood Walk of Fame star. That was in my best week ever.
Yes.
And I think she has a memoir because we did find some tea about her being 16 and one of
Yeah.
the singers of Boys to Men. And I even remember hearing that rumor
Hmm.
when I was watching Moesha on UPN 9 Days, you know?
Moesha, another one, exactly. She's just been around. I feel like she's been around us so long. It's like she's always been pop culture for me. Like she's always been always been whether it was a child star on Thea, going to Moesha, getting into like the I Know What You Did Last Summers, getting into the music and all. Like Brandy just like underscores so much of our like adolescence that it's ridiculous to think about. That's
Yeah,
an icon right there.
you are hitting a moment where I was super I mean, when wasn't I emo, guys? 7th grade. Have you ever? On loop,
Mm.
just in my room, like, I had Heartbreak. I didn't even know what Heartbreak was yet.
Right, exactly. My God. Listen, that's still me to this day. I think I'm someone I'm like, I don't care. Like I love me. You give me like a rainy day and a sad album. I love me some sad music. I love some sad music.
Well, Kendrick, I love that we both have a love for Summer Walker. The way you listen to
Yes.
her is the way I be listening to her too, where you're, like, working out or on the bus and you're just
Yes.
like it's, like, raining outside, you're, like, up against the window pane.
Yes. Yes. Oh, my summer. My summer. Now that's the tour I'm waiting for. I want to go out of the country to see her. I
Yeah.
love me some summer. I
I
love me some
know.
summer.
I love her. She does looks tired, though. She looks like she needs a little bit of a break. I don't
Yes.
know about you.
These folk wearing out. She's like, Lord, I'm sick of y'all.
Oh my god, Kendrick, I had such a great time talking pop culture with you. Can you please let my listeners know where they can find you or if you have anything cool to plug in?
Absolutely. So you can find me anywhere you listen to podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeart, all of the places. I am the I Cannot with Kendrick Tucker podcast. That's IKEN, not with Kendrick Tucker podcast. Follow me on Instagram and Threads. I'm really active on Instagram stories. I'm really active on Threads. I love to like live thread the shows. So come on over there, watch with me. Let's talk. I talk pop culture, all of that. It's at with Kendrick Tucker. That's at with Kendrick Tucker. Thank you for having I've told you before, but I just love like the format of your show because you get people together. Like I love hearing your opinion, but then I love hearing your guest opinion too, where y'all come together and like you literally like get 5, 6, 7 minutes of like so many different topics that you bounce between, and you get to hear other people why like for you, Euphoria might have had the best week ever, but for me, it was the worst week. So it's like I love hearing like the differences of opinions, and you always have some of my favorite people on. Like I've heard Tom Hamlin in the past, like all of my I love all of my people that have been on here. So I just love to listen and keep doing you because it's amazing. And
Aw,
I
thank
hope we get to
you.
play like Traders or Big Brother or something
I
else
was
soon
gonna say,
again. Yeah.
Guys, if you don't know, you gotta watch Traitors because I almost went against me and Kendrick, we were faithfuls. I mean, not to like spill the tea, but like we kind of just were looking at each other like, you know? And I will never do that again. But until next time,
Right, there we go. So fun.
thank you. And guys, please check us out on Patreon, YouTube, and on Instagram to find out what's next on Best Week Ever podcast. I know I'll be adding mini episodes, so please check that out. And as always, I hope you guys are having a best week ever. Bye, guys.